Tech Jacket's so powerful, I don't even think Iron Man stands a chance. So, how much Iron Mans would it take to actually beat him? This is how we're gonna find out. So this dude named Zach, he saw an alien ship crash from space, and he goes to check it out. Long story short, he finds an alien. That alien didn't want Zach to get exploded by the crashing ship, so he just gives him his suit. Now the comic tells us the suit is stuck on him and protects him from basically anything. The suit can fight for him on its own. It can make him shower-proof, for all you stinky people. It gives him lasers, and he gets super mobility, and can even breathe in space. Anyways, he got snatched up by the alien species who created the Tech Jacket. As he was taken through space, the aliens got jumped by other aliens. But here's the insane part. The Tech Jacket adjusts to the strength of the user. So using Zach's human strength, he beat up all the evil aliens. And he got his freedom back because he saved the Tech Jacket alien dudes. So when he got to the Tech Jacket, Ian's planet, they asked him for help against the evil aliens because the Geldarians, the Tech Jacket people, are super weak, and even with the suit, they're basically bums. So Zach swoops in, beats up all the big aliens, and obliterates the entire super-sized ship with whatever this is. He eventually returns to Earth, but the evil alien people follow him. So to retaliate, he literally just picks up the super ship and throws it right into the sun. Now something important to note is that the Tech Jacket doesn't just make you stronger, it adapts. So the longer the fight goes on, the stronger and more efficient it becomes. It literally upgrades mid-battle to counter whatever it's facing. Now let's break down his abilities. For his strength, we know that he effortlessly threw a 50 to 150 meter ship into space, which was also carrying an alien crew and weighing over hundreds of tons. And he threw it into the sun. But now let's calculate what this actually means. To throw a ship into the sun, it's not just about raw strength. You need to escape Earth's gravity, overcome Earth's orbital motion around the sun, and redirect it towards the sun. Step 1, we need to estimate the ship's mass. So the length is about 100 meters, and the mass is about 10 million kilograms. Step 2, energy to escape Earth. So the escape velocity equals 11,200 meters per second. Kinetic energy equals this. Now step 3, energy to fall into the sun. Earth orbits the sun at about 300,000 meters per second. To fall into the sun, you basically need to cancel out the sideways motion. That takes even more energy. So we get this. Step 4, we need to find the total energy, which is this. That's roughly 1.2 megatons of TNT, about 80 Hiroshima bombs, basically a small nuclear explosion. Now our final step, number 5, is force. If Tech Jacket throws it in about 1 second, we get this. That's 100 billion newtons, way beyond anything Iron Man has ever done. Now that we have the hard stuff done, which was calculating his strength, we can do the easy stuff, which is his durability. Because Tech Jacket's durability is completely unknown. But as a lowball answer, we know he survived a hit from the strongest level Viltrumites. So going off my last video, Thragg could output a punch that's 5.5 times 10 to the 20 newtons of force. So if Tech Jacket takes a punch from the strongest Viltrumites, his durability has to be 5.5 times 10 to the 20 newtons of force. And by the way, I don't think I've ever seen Tech Jacket's jacket get damaged. Now that we properly power scaled Tech Jacket, we can move on to Iron Man. Iron Man's biggest feat is lifting 100 tons. He used the Igor suit, but he could have also used the Hulkbuster suit. But how much force is required? Using the equation, force equals mass times gravity, we can get this stuff done. And as a final answer, we get that force is 980,000 newtons. Now that we have his strength, we can move on to his durability. And hopefully it's going to be something strong because we know it has lots of armor. The Hulkbuster suit is Iron Man's heavy-duty suit that's built to stop heavy-duty things like Hulk. The mass of the suit is about 200 kilograms, so about 2 tons. In the movies, it survives things like direct punches from Hulk, falling rubble, and huge debris impacts. Step 1. How strong is Hulk's punch? Let's say the Hulk punches something around 5,000 kilograms, and it launches it at 20 meters a second in 0.1 seconds. Step 2, we do our force calculation, which is this. Step 3, energy absorbed, so the kinetic energy of the impact is this. So the suit can survive about 5 to 10 punches, or 2 to 4 million joules. Step 4, and the final step, the force the suit can take. Each punch is around 1 million newtons, and knowing that it can survive around 5 to 10 punches, so in the middle we'll say about 7, the suit can handle 7 million newtons. Now that we have all the numbers, we could finally see how much Hulkbusters are needed to beat one Tech Jacket. One Hulkbuster would get thrown right into space, like no chance. 100 Hulkbusters would get blown up by like his 20 rocket launchers that come out of his back. 10,000 Hulkbusters, it would give him some struggle, but after about like 20 seconds, he nukes like a 50-kilometer watt explosion. Now here's where it gets insane. Tech Jacket's throwing power is about 1.1 times 10 to the 11 newtons. That's about 100 billion newtons. That's enough to fling a 10,000-ton ship into the sun. A single Hulkbuster can survive a hit about 1,000,000 newtons. To calculate the number of Hulkbusters needed, we can plug it into this equation. As crazy as it sounds, that's over 100,000 Hulkbusters, all hitting Tech Jacket at once to even come close to matching his strength. Even then, it's important to remember, Tech Jacket adapts mid-battle, getting stronger and more efficient depending on his opponent. So the real conclusion is that no amount of Iron Mans would ever beat Tech Jacket.